Hello everybody, yeah, welcome to Just for Women Africa, and my name is Olaleko. I'm also the founder of Just for Women Africa. Today we are at Balloons Ghana, a company run by the CEO, Mr. Dua. She sells balloons of all types, for your birthday parties, your events. Balloon GH covers all that. She'll be talking to us about how she got started, why she got started, her challenges, and of course her plans for the future. So stick around and we'll be right back. Okay, everybody, well, welcome back to Just for Women Africa, and we have thus Rita Dua. Hello, Rita, you're welcome to Just for Women Africa.
Thank you.
All right, Rita, could you tell us why did you start going to balloon businesses? I mean, it's an interesting business to go into. Why balloons?
Balloons always signify celebrations, and from a tender age, we've all seen balloons. We've all got to play with balloons, and then it got to a point where I had to take a closer look into it to see what one could actually make of it. And it took me some time to, research into it, and then I saw that it's a profitable business, so why not? Of course.
Okay. So how did you start? Did you start from your house or from your sitting room, your garage? How did it start?
So it started when I was looking for something for a birthday celebration, and then I looked around to see if I could get a company that could sell me that particular balloon I was looking for. I searched online and I wasn't getting it. I finally got one, and the price was outrageous. I said, okay, why not? Then I got the chance to also go for a program outside the country, where I got to, through their program, got to order some of the balloons and then brought them to Ghana. So we came in, we started marketing, and then of course it picked up. So
that's how you started. Interesting. Okay, so your first consignment of balloons, were they a variety of balloons, or they were just one type of balloon?
Honestly, I didn't even know that I was gonna get that many balloons when I first ordered. I thought it was just gonna be one type of balloon. So of course, when I ordered, and then they sent me like a catalog of what would they have, I was like, oh wow, this is like a whole world on its own, and there are so many types, so why not? So I went ahead to not just order for one type of balloons, but for different types that we have on the market today.
Okay. What are the various types of balloons out there?
We have the latex balloons, we have mylar balloons, we have bobo balloons, and of course each of these types also comes in various sizes, colors, shapes, and then even when it gets to the mylar balloons, which are the character or the themed balloons, they are endless. From Mickey Mouse to Spider-Man to everything. And now balloons are customizable, so we get people customizing even with their faces on the balloons. So now the possibility of getting the balloon type that you want is endless. Yes, there are so many out there.
So many?
Yes, so many.
I mean, you mentioned so many types of balloons. Which are your best sellers?
My best seller, or the best selling in Ghana, is the latex balloons, because those are the types that we usually see most when you go for kids parties, and most of the balloon setup and styling are usually done with the latex balloons. So those are the ones that really sells and moves very fast. Yes.
No. You started your business way back in 2013. That's almost a decade ago. What were some of the challenges you encountered when starting?
It's been quite a ride, from not knowing much about importation, to taxation, to workers' ethics, to not having enough knowledge about it. So and then of course COVID, because there was a time where the whole world was at a standstill. And these were all challenging times and challenging phases that one has to go through, learn how to go through it, and then still keep your business running.
Okay, let's talk about COVID. I mean, you just mentioned that it looks like the whole world is going to come to a standstill.
Yeah.
How were you able to navigate your way through COVID? And because people were thinking, the business are going to collapse. People were thinking of people going back to their job from out 8 to 5 jobs. How were you able to keep your business surviving?
So for the COVID season, everybody was at home.
Okay.
And that was a time too that I had really done one of my biggest imports, with the balloons. So I had quite a stock. So to have the whole world not doing any celebration again was crazy. Like, how do I sell these items? So we then had to move away from not just selling the balloons to blowing the balloons up to cheer people up in their homes, because traditionally we were just selling the balloons and also going into people's homes to go and do the setup for them. But now there's COVID. Nobody is allowed into anybody's home. Like, everybody has been asked to be indoor. So I sat down one day and I was like, okay, in order to go through this phase, I have to find a way. So then I remember doing one balloon bouquet. I blew them nicely with helium, and then I wrote on it, hanging there is still hope. And then I posted it on my Instagram page, and then immediately I posted, someone was like, I want to send this out to someone in their home, because that person had COVID then. Okay. So they wanted to get something to go cheer them up. So the person ordered, posted it on their page, and then another person saw it. So wow. Like the day and then the day after, I got people calling in. Can you do this for me? Can you put together some nice balloons for me to go and cheer this person up? And then people also started calling, because now we couldn't go into people's home to celebrate their birthdays. Now people started calling in to say, okay, can you just put something together for my 3-year-old? So I'll blow the number 3 balloon and then do some nice balloon arrangements, give it to a car, because then you couldn't go out. So we were using Uber mostly. Okay. So we did it nicely, put it inside the car, and then the car delivered. So also from there, people were like, oh, so we can really have our whole celebration even at lockdown. So during that COVID season, I must say it was, I know a lot of businesses collapsed, but it was also a boom for me. It was sort of like an eye-opener, It taught me a lot that no matter the situation, you can still find a way around things.
Definitely. I mean, of course, with COVID, you got to know that just now your e-commerce section got to boom.
Yes.
Apart from selling balloons, you're doing events. How did that come up?
So we started off by selling balloons, and then later we went into setting up, because someone will come and buy the balloons and say, okay, madam, I am buying this color of balloons, but can you come and blow them up for me in the house? So then we had to quickly learn how to do balloon setups, and then move away from not just selling the balloons, but going into people's houses to blow them up and then set it up for them. So that kind of created another avenue for us to venture into another side of the balloon business, which is setting up. Yes. Okay. And then gradually people will come in and say, okay, I don't just want the balloon backdrop, but can you add some tables and chairs into it to make it a bigger event? So gradually we moved from selling balloons to setting up small backdrops for people into organizing relatively larger events, which involves lighting and backdrops and stages and all that. Yes. So we progressed with time. The job will come and then teach you how to, do your next task.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah. So apart from just selling balloons, now you have a package given to your clients, to the whole setup.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And how long have you been there for?
We've been in the industry for 10 years. Yeah. But putting together like events and then doing balloon products for people out there, it's been about about 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move. Let's talk about something else. You're based here in Ghana.
Yes.
Kind of, what's it like actually doing business as a woman in Ghana? Are women taken seriously? Because I interviewed a lot of women around Africa, and one thing which keeps on coming up is that women are not taken seriously. You have to front a man, in the business, to be able to get that job. They don't for them to get taken more seriously as a woman. Have you ever encountered scenarios like that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go with the known narrative that women are always not taken serious. I believe that if you as an individual, you take yourself serious, people will take you serious. And whatever the men are doing, nothing stops you from also venturing into. At first, some businesses like carpentry and building were all left as men's job. But now there are women who are doing marvelously well in construction. So I don't think gender-wise, I for myself will let anybody belittle me or look, upon me that, oh, you're a woman, so you can't do this. I rather would say, yes, I'm a woman. That is why I'm doing this. Yes. So yes, business in Ghana, you're a woman. Women are just like, women are like men. We are all the same. The hard work they are putting in there, you as a woman can also put in.
Yeah, but women say they have to work 5 or 10 more times harder than men.
That one is true. It's true. Because let's face the fact, we are women. You'll get to a point where you have to break your business to go through motherhood, and all that. But it's a period, it's a phase. So as you're in the phase, you as the woman have to be able to sit down and plan that, okay, this is a phase. I'm going to give birth. It's going to take me like about 9 months, and then after like another 1 year to nurture my child and all that. What measures have I put in place to make sure that whatever I'm running before I went into this does not collapse? You get it? So yes, it takes quite a lot as a woman to do stuff, but our abilities are unimaginable, and you don't need anybody to let you know, to tell you that you're a woman, so things are going to be tough. Yes, it's tough. That's why we are women. We are meant to do the job. Yeah.
I like that. Women are meant to do the job. Let's go back to Balloons Ghana, and let's talk about the balloons. How do you keep the balloons from, melting in storage, and where do you get your balloons from?
So unfortunately, in the whole of Africa, we don't manufacture balloons. There's no country in Africa that manufactures balloons. We all source from other parts of the world, China, US, and then the Europe and all that. So we are hoping that someday we'll be able to put up a manufacturing plant in Africa, specifically Ghana. But once you order these in bulk and then they come, yes, they stand a chance of being, sweaty and sticking to each other and all that. So as soon as they come, what we do is we powder them. We powder, because they are latex balloons, they are rubber. So if you leave them too much in the heat, they're gonna, be sticking to each other and then melting and all that. So the best way to go about it is when it comes to balloon storage, as soon as it comes, you unpack them and then powder them. Sometimes with normal powder or flour, anything just to prevent them from sticking to each other. That way it's rubber, so it's going to be able to stay for a very long time. They don't decay, they don't expire too fast.
Okay.
So
all right. Okay. As we bring the interview to a close, what's your advice to women all over Africa who would like to get into business like the way you are, but they feel it's a man's world, they feel they need a lot of money to start a business, they feel, not that they feel, they get sexually harassed by the men when, on a day-to-day basis, and what's your advice to them?
Can I talk a bit on the sexual harassment issue?
Sure.
Women who have been assaulted or, have these encounters, how do I even put it? It's sad. It's sad. But I always say that if you go into a situation where you feel that you need somebody to authenticate or to make you feel empowered, and you feel like that is the only way, or through sex, that you can get yourself empowered or promoted or, given a job to do, then you're in the wrong place. And nothing stops you from being your own boss. Why would I want to be under a man who wants to sexually assault me when I can go back, sit down, seek for some few advice? There are a lot of women NGOs and companies who are helping people to set up. Sit down, look into a business venture, and then start something. I mean, this is the world. Do not put yourself in a situation where somebody would say that if you don't give me this, you can't have this. Rather, step back, look into yourself, and then create something for yourself. Entrepreneurship is beautiful. It's a beautiful journey. It takes a lot. But trust me, with tenacity and perseverance, you will break through at some point.
Oh, that's a lovely advice. That is a lovely advice. Okay. So viewers who are watching, who would love to contact you, get some balance from you, could you give out your contact details?
In case you want to call us, you can reach us on 0302 955 662 or 0506 000065. You can find us on all the social media handles, balloons.gh, balloons.ghana.
All right, thank you, Rita. Thank you a lot for being here with us on Just for Women Africa. Wish you all the best. We look forward to interviewing again in the future.
Thank you.
And to our viewers who are watching, don't forget to like, subscribe, tell a friend who knows a friend about Just for Women Africa. And from Rita and I here in Ghana, it will be bye.